first thing is, of course, we need egg cardboard. We need some kind of beads, paper beads or wooden beads. It could be also plastic. I have also, it could be any other thing that looks good in the middle of the flower, like a shell. And I will also show how you can make a paper bead in case you don't have any beads ready. Then we need paint. If you have, I think the easiest is a hot glue gun. But if you don't have hot glue, it could be some kind of fast glue or just normal glue. I guess somehow it will work too. It probably needs a little bit more patience, but I think it works too. Then something for the colors, a palette and some brushes. Of course, some scissors, pencil. If you have a paper cutter, can be helpful, but it's not necessary. Okay, I have also some like metal wire because I will try to make some pistils in the end. Those here, they don't have pistils, but I will try to make some for the first time this time. Okay. First, I will cut the flowers, and there are different kinds of egg cardboard. I found out I have here 2 different kinds, but I found out they both work. Sometimes they have a little bit of a different shape. These are round, these are like square, but this works anyway. First, I just cut out one of these little boxes. Maybe a second one. We need 2 for 1 flower. And then I have to look a little bit where would be a good place to put them, the petals. So here for sure I have, this is gonna be a good one, and then I can make one here. So I will cut down here. Is that visible? And then I hope this is visible from the camera. I unfortunately can't see up there to check. So I will have 4 petals and I will see where I have to cut. So I'm going to cut along these lines that I made. Unfortunately, my scissors are not the best ones, so it's a little bit hard, but it looks like it works. Okay, let's make that a little bit nicer. Oh, don't know what I made this time. It's a little bit, but that doesn't do I make anything. It's a little bit a non-symmetric flower this time, but flowers in nature, they're also not always super regular. Let's try how it looks otherwise. I just cut another one and make it better. So I have to be a little bit more careful that the petals are opposite of each other. This one, so I will cut here. I will cut here. I cut here and here. So Okay, let's see. This one looks better than the one before. Kind of try to bend them a little bit outside. Okay, and I make them a nicer shape. Okay, let's see how that looks like. I put them together, maybe better this one inside, that looks better. So this is my flower. I'll try to shape it a bit better. I think like this, it's okay. And I make a second one with maybe a little bit different shaped petals. Try the cutter this time, maybe that is easier. Not really. I maybe should have gone. I was at Deuxieme Vie yesterday. Maybe I should have borrowed some scissors from there. I know we have some good scissors at Deuxieme Vie at the store. But it looks like it works with these two. I try to make some pointy petals this time. So I will see how this looks like. Never tried. Maybe I could even combine a round one and a pointy one. That would look nice too, I think. I don't know, maybe somebody is watching this for the first time today. We have this Saturday morning craft Zoom film since a couple of weeks. We started it during the time when we all had to stay at home because we couldn't have any live workshops in the store anymore. I don't think if live is the right word, like real workshop where people come to the store. So we had the idea that we could make it this way. And probably we're going to continue it, even though I hope that we can soon have like real workshops at the store again, but nobody knows how the situation is going to be. But maybe soon we can see people in the store again. I think that would be fun, but nobody knows how things are going to evolve. Okay, let's see this one. I have some more that I made yesterday. I will see what I like. I think I like a round one and a combined one and two with pointy petals. Okay, as the next, I'm going to color them. Or let me think. No, I first put the, I don't know how to call this, the middle part of the flowers, at least for some of them, because if I want to paint them, it's better if I put them first. But these, maybe I put them after, because I think they look nicer if they are not painted. So I have here some paper beads, and I make one with paper beads. Oh, let me wait. I just see that my hot glue gun is not hot. This is good. So I show you first how to make a paper bead in case you don't have beads. There are many ways how one can make paper beads, but I now make a very fast version because I want to make it fast. It has to become big very fast. That's why I fold like a paper several times. And then I cut it. And I need some glue. Just normal white glue. Mine is almost empty, so I can but it's still enough for this. Oh, a little accident, my glue gun fell on the floor. Put some glue so that I have one strip, and then I just roll it very tightly. I took here a magazine paper. That's what I just had, but of course it can be any kind of paper. But this is a good way to reuse things, and that's actually our idea. There's need to use what we already have, so I don't have to kind of waste the new paper, because actually I have so much paper that is already there. So maybe this is easier to see. I just roll it very tightly. Can't use this finger. There's still some glue on my index, but this is easier if I can use it. Okay, almost done. I close the bead with some glue. Yes, there it is. It's my paper bead. One can also make different shapes of paper beads, but maybe that will be something for another Saturday morning craft, to show how to make different shapes and forms of paper beads. So what I'm gonna do next, there are many different possibilities how I can continue. I I try if my hot glue gun is hot enough and ready to use. We need some more glue stick. Let me see. Yes. Now, while I'm making it, I think maybe it would be easier to paint this first, because now it might be a little bit difficult to get in between these small spaces. That's how we did it last time, but you see it was a little bit hard to get there with the brush. So I think it's better if I paint first. And then I glue. So what colors should I take? I have here orange and pink. What would be nice for my bouquet? Maybe some light blue. I haven't had any light blue, and orange. To remember to shake them when they haven't been used for a while. They sometimes separate a little bit. By the way, I have all of these paints from Deuxieme Vie. I did not buy even one new. We had so many paints and colors at Deuxieme Vie. I don't know if we still have. We have changed the store a little bit. We had to make some room because our store was just simply too full. And we just couldn't take any new donations in anymore because there was simply no space left. And we also didn't have enough space in the store for workshops. So at the moment we are actually, we have changed the store a little bit. We have now less material, but we tried to keep the things that are really, that make sense to be there. Our store hours at the moment, we are open on Tuesday and Friday, and I hope really this is the right days. I think it's Tuesday and Friday on appointments, so you can call us and make an appointment, and you have half an hour to be in the store. We do this because our store is so small and we don't want it to become too crowded. And then we are also open on Saturdays from 10 to 1, and on Saturdays it's walk-in. You can just walk in. These are the opening hours for the moment, but this can change anytime. Take some red, because I think this would go nicely together with some red. red one. Then I make a yellow one. That's something I forgot to tell in the beginning. A glass of water is always good to have ready when one uses paints. And a piece of old, like fabric, just to clean hands, and the brushes. That's really something I forget many times, and it's really so handy if it's there. If you're something who is doing this with us on Saturday mornings, and if you have other ideas for crafts that you would like us to show you how to do, so please let us know. We try to make crafts with materials that almost everybody has at home. But maybe sometimes if you don't have the things at home, you're always welcome to come to the store and look if we have it. Yellow one. Okay, let's go to the blue for the next one. Clean the brush because I don't want green, I want blue. And if we put yellow and blue together, it would be green. So in case you don't have green at home, for the next we have to paint the stems. And if you don't have green, but you have yellow and blue, that's very easy to make green. I think most of you know this. By the way, these flowers, I haven't actually had the idea to make them. It was my children who made them. They saw that somewhere, I don't know, in a magazine or in a book. And so one day I just found these flowers in the house. It's very easy to make them. It's really something very nice for children. I think they can even make them by themselves without help. Not very small children, but mine are 8 and 10 years old. So that's really something they can make by themselves. And I have my materials in my house in a place where they can go and take them by themselves. It's sometimes a little bit messy, of course, and we have to clean up. And of course, they don't like to clean up. But oh, didn't shake it enough. But I also like if they do their own things and I don't have to be always there. So I prefer the mess and the making them clean up than do always everything together with them. Not that I don't like it to do it together with them, but sometimes there is just so much other things one has to do. And it's really nice if they can help themselves and find those things they want to do. Oh, I thought that was a different orange. It looks almost the same. And for the last one, I think I take a purple. Let me shake first this time. That must be really full. Oh, this is a little bit a different kind of paint. It's probably metallic, has a little bit of a shimmer. So, okay. They need a little bit of time to dry. I hope they are gonna be fast. It's probably a lot of humidity in the air today, so maybe I will have to go look if I have a hair dryer to make that a little bit faster. Didn't think about that before, but now I see that it might take a while. But I will start now with my stems. I do have some green here, but I try to use the color that I still have, so I don't have to see if that gives a nice green. I still put in some green. It's not going to be enough. This paint doesn't cover very well. It's probably because of the yellow. I always find like yellow and I think blue maybe they're very, I don't know how to call that in English, so that you can see the material through it. It might look nice, otherwise I will go over for a second time. Okay, these are my stems. Let me check if they are. Now I'll see if these are, they're still a little bit wet, but I think it can work. Just have to be a little bit careful. Let me try. I see my cable is entangled. I have to untangle that for a moment. So now I can use my hot glue gun. Let's try if that works. Oh, it's still wet, but I think it works. I actually don't know how hot glue reacts when the material is still a little bit wet, but I think it still works. I think I'm going to take the hairdryer because these are really a little bit too wet. So here I am with the hairdryer, blowing already everything around. This is stronger than I thought it would be. I think now it should be okay. It's a little bit better. And I don't want to use too much time because I don't want the film to become too long. But it gave, probably if you make the flowers at the same time together with me, anyway, you will need some time too. And maybe you want to use a hairdryer too. Let's see. Ah, that was not the way I wanted it. This is better. Okay, I have a yellow and orange flower. And this is going to be my last one. And now I choose what I want to put in the middle. I also would like to add some pistils, so I maybe take one with a bigger hole so that I will have space, or maybe the paper one works well also with the pistils. I can just, yeah, that's gonna work very well. So I put this one here. One. The green one with the orange flower. And this. I think I'm gonna use the shell for the purple flower. Now we're almost already done. Now we have to be careful that my stems don't stick on the paper. Oops. I have to go over this and again. Or maybe it looks nice if there is some little, you can see some magazine paper on it. Doesn't actually disturb me. But these, I think I want to paint them again. They're not green enough. Put it that way this time so it doesn't stick to the paper. Okay, we're almost already done. So if you have some kind of wire at home, but it can be also another material, maybe some wool or some ribbons, or I think there are many possibilities. You can try to make some pistils if you like that. I will try. With the paper, it works very well. I just can stick it in. I don't even have to glue it. Then we take another color. You really don't need pistils. I think they look also very nice without any pistils. But I had that idea yesterday and I thought maybe that's a way to decorate them. But I think there are many other possibilities what you could add to those flowers. Looks like the second one is not as easy as the first one. Oh, there, it lets me in. So I have two and I make a third one. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. This wire is softer than the other one. So maybe It doesn't work. I will try with another blue one. Let me solve that problem later. I want to continue finish the flowers. As next, I glue the stems on the flowers. It needs quite a lot of hot glue, and we need to be a little bit patient. Can also, if your egg cardboard is still a little bit soft from the paint because it's wet, you can wait. You can stick it a little bit in the egg cardboard. Now I just try to keep it here. It's a while until the glue becomes hard. It needs a little bit of patience. It looks like they have really put a lot of hot glue to make this. So I put a little bit more. So if you don't have hot glue at home, I think it's definitely possible to make a little hole in the cardboard and to stick it in. So it would be good if I find a position where I can put this to rest without me holding it. I see if I can find that. Maybe this way. Yes, that works perfectly. So now I check the camera. Yeah, it's visible in the camera. So unfortunately, it's warm and it's humid. That makes it not faster with the glue and with the paint. So I tried this time, make a little hole to see if that is fast. Oops. Doesn't seem like a very good idea, but maybe it's easier. Let me put the glue, fill the hole with glue. And see if I can put this. We have to wait a little bit until the, otherwise the glue is running down. Probably put even a little bit more glue. Oops, my glue gun is already empty again. Need to add some. So that should be fine. Put this here. Okay, now I just have to be careful that I don't touch it. If you want, you can also add a leaf to your stem. Therefore, I take a little bit of cardboard from the egg cardboard lid. And I cut out a leaf-shaped piece. And I see if I can add this. Let me see if my glue is maybe I wait better a little bit longer. I'm gonna glue it on the stems that are still not finished. Some hot glue. And then I stick the leaf on the stem. Of course, you can always paint your leaf first. I do it the other way around, but I would recommend to paint the leaf first. So here I have a stem with leaf. I think that looks nice. Okay, I think here the glue is hard enough. So I can add a leaf also to this flower. Oh, that was hot. It's always the problem with the hot glue. No one has to be careful, but this one is not so hot, so it did not really hurt. Just a little bit. Okay. Let me paint also this leaf. Okay. Cool. This is finished, unless I would like to put some petals, but I think I leave it like this. So I have one finished flower here. And a second, oh, this was probably too wet, so I have to glue this again. Seems like the hot glue is not doing too well on the, if the cardboard is still too wet. Let's do that again, but that's the good thing about hot glue. If it doesn't work the first time, you can always do it again, and it's so fast. And then take this hot glue, these hot glue things away. Okay, my second finished flower. And then this will be my third finished flower. Okay, now I see that these have some little white dots, and I think I want to decorate them a little bit more, and I think white dots, I really like that. So I see if I have some white paint, and I think I do. Yes. But at home, of course, you can paint your flowers in any possible way. They could have stripes, different colors on one. I have now only one color, but it could be like so many different ways. I need a little small brush, and I want to make some white dots. That looks nice. Oops, that was not quite ready. I have to put more glue here. So wait a little bit more. Now I have my last one, but I think I'm gonna finish this later. Because just let me see the time. I think I'm already here for quite a while. Yes, it's almost an hour, and I think I'm not gonna finish all of them. If you have been doing flowers together with me at home, of course, probably you want to continue and give them all the decorations you like. I'm going to do that too. But otherwise, I hope you had fun today with me. And as I said, we will have this probably every Saturday morning. And if you like crafting, it would be very nice if you do it together with us. And we hope we can give you some more new ideas for crafting. Yes, this is it for today.